to be the theme. Like, it's mine, and shit.
What's up, buddy? That was another adventure in Squadcast.
That shit is just, I think they just require so much fucking bandwidth.
Yeah.
That, like, nothing else can be connected to my internet, or you have to have, like, a professional high speed, like
my computer.
Well, I mean, you have to have the upload and download speeds that, like, a recording studio would require that streams things regularly.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, I can stream shit on the TV in 4K and surf my phone, and kids can play on Kindles, and wife can scroll social media, and everything's fine.
All at the same time.
Yes, all simultaneously happening. And then, magically, everything else in the house can be shut down pretty much internet-wise. But the second we try to use Squadcast, holy shit.
Man, this week I've had all these people saying, hey, if it's not too late, I need this for Christmas.
Oh,
and
God, I hate that.
I'm like, okay. So,
yep,
I got
same here.
2 quick flags I'll talk about. One's for some kid that's in the police academy, and they want it for their class commander guy, teacher. He wants it by the 16th. And then today, the woman who I did the island for, she wants one of those family names, the Marrazzos, established in 1992.
Oh, she wants a sign.
Yeah, a sign for her boss, the chief, who I've done work for. So she's like, do you think that you can get this in by Christmas? So I'm scrambling. I bought pine, so I have some. She found it on Etsy, and because she looked on my page first, and I don't have them on my page, which is stupid because I can make them easily, right?
Yeah, but if you're going to list it on your page, you have to have pictures of it, which means you have to have made it, which is the issue that I have. Yeah. I can make all kinds of shit.
Right.
I just haven't made all kinds of shit, so I don't have pictures.
So I said, yeah, and then she goes, do you have a cursive font? I'm like, sure. Yeah, I'm sure my Cricut has a cursive font. You know what I mean?
Just go to defont.com.
Hold on.
You can download all kinds of fonts. I downloaded a Harry Potter font.
Okay. I'm going to make a note here. Defont.com.
DA font.
Oh, okay. I'll put it in my show notes here so I have it when we're done. You
can even buy like a commercial license from the person that created it or donate to them, or you can just, use it.
Okay.
That's kind of the stance I take on it.
So we'll talk about that in more depth and detail. So and then when I was by Don, I took something from him. He had a bunch of scrap wood laying around, so he made these coasters,
mm-hmm.
And they were just sitting downstairs. I go, "What are you doing with those?" And he's like, "Well, I want to make them coasters, but I'd like to put the circle in the middle, but I don't have a CNC." And I'm like, "Well, give them to me. There's 8 of them. I'll bring them home, and I'll try it on my CNC because I've never done it before." So, last night did that. The first one, I was testing everything with a piece of scrap,
Yeah.
And so I thought I had it nailed down pretty good with the piece of scrap, and then I put his piece on here, and then it did this.
And it went, whee!
That's the first one. So then hopefully he'll put, what do you call it?
Bondo. Just put Bondo in there.
No, cork.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So anyways, I'll talk about those. A couple bottle opener orders came in. So, and I went today and picked up, fuck it. That's all stuff for the show. I don't have much in the woodworking portion because I'm building shelves and stuff. So we'll talk about that and just a few things of the orders but work. So, I was at work the other day and my boss goes, or the lieutenant from investigations came in. He was running the shift for the street ahead of me. And he looks at my sergeant and he goes, so we got the calendars open because when they assign you your zones or your beats, they write them in the calendar, so Mike, you're on the west side today, you're on the east side, so they can keep track of who's done what. And then the lieutenant leans over and goes, okay, so on the 19th, Mike will be coming to investigations. And I'm standing right there. I'm like, when is this happening?
Yeah, you said what now?
Yeah, he goes, you're gonna work Friday and Saturday night prior. We're gonna give you that Sunday night off. You're supposed to work, and you just come in Monday morning, and then you'll only work 36 hours that week. So I'm like, I missed the memo, Oh yeah, we didn't put anything out. Like, okay, what time am I coming in Monday? Oh, you can come in a little bit later if you want, because my sleep's gonna be all fucked up. So the first week, it's Monday at some point when I go in for 6 hours, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because I'll be sitting and working next to my friend Frank, who's actually going to have surgery. So I'm going to be replacing him. So then the following week, and then for the next 5 or 6 weeks, Monday through Thursday. No, Tuesday through Friday. So
Saturday,
we have
Saturday,
off
Sunday
Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Nice.
Which is nice, but I won't be up late because I have to get up early, So we have to decide when we're going to start recording during that time span.
Holiday break?
For 6 weeks. We just had one. But yeah, because
eventually that was a life break.
That was a life break. Eventually, when I do go to days in May, I can't record this late. So we got to think of something.
Yeah, so we might be able to record Monday during the daytime. Like,
I got you.
Like maybe, like for you, it would probably be midday.
Oh,
because my kids do the homeschooling, so they're going to be at school, and half the time I'm trying to stay out of their way, anyways.
So Mondays would be every other Monday I'd be available, just same schedule, just not up at night. So I'd have every other, when I go back to the street, that is February 1st, when I'm back in patrol.
Oh yeah, when you go back to the street, yeah.
Oh, back in patrol, that won't affect this recording.
Well, then the show will go into every other week, because I'm not missing
May 1st. Well, May 1st is when we'll have to switch the actual recording times around. So yeah, well, football's only 5 weeks more. First of all,
that's future.
That's future
problem,
right? You ain't got much to watch now that your quarterback's out.
What are you talking about? Did you not see Brock Purdy and his Purdy throws?
And when I saw his name, I was thinking of Purd Hapley. This is a football game.
So
he throws a football. I'm Purd Hapley.
Let me just throw this out there, because I was thinking about it, because actually, like 2 or 3 plays before Jimmy got hurt, my wife and I were talking about it, and she follows football, but not like I do. And she hasn't really been following this season. And she was like, all right, so who's their backup now? Because it was Jimmy. I was like, well, it's this guy who was. It's like, yeah, it was Jimmy until Trey Lance got hurt, and then now Jimmy's the guy, and then this guy that was the very last pick of the draft they call Mr. Irrelevant is the backup. So basically, if Jimmy gets hurt, the season's fucking over. Swear to God, within 20 minutes, Jimmy's fucking hurt.
Right. Thanks for jinxing him.
But no, there's no way, because I've said that before this season. Like, if he gets hurt, they're screwed.
Yeah.
But then I started thinking, right, because I have to rationalize because I'm a Niner fan. Well, I don't know if you remember this, Mike. It was a long time ago. In the year 2000, there was this team.
In the year 2000.
It used to be the Colts, but then they changed their name to the Ravens.
Yeah, I worked at Sports Channel when that whole thing went down.
So the Ravens, they had this really, really good defense, and then they had this quarterback,
who's now the head coach
of UAB. So his name's Trent Dilfer. Has kind of a wet noodle for an arm, and they were able to win a Super Bowl. So
not similar. Well,
and you know what? You know what everybody said about the Patriots when Drew Bledsoe went down? Oh man, season's over.
Yeah, we got some guy named Tom Brady.
They got some guy out of Michigan.
6th round draft pick.
Very soft looking feller. And what happened? They won the Super Bowl. I'm just saying. I'm not saying Brock Purdy's
you have
Tom Brady.
to think that way, because my team was missing its quarterback for 5 weeks. Luckily, we went 4-1. Now your team.
Which team is this? You have so many quarterbacks.
The Cowboys.
Okay, that team. I was gonna say, I don't think Justin Fields missed any time.
Yeah, he did. He missed 2 weeks
ago.
Game? He missed the game against
he
Jets.
missed like a game. That's right.
He was fun to watch yesterday.
Look, I don't. expect that you saw the game because you're in the middle of the country versus the West Coast.
I didn't see your game, no.
Yeah, so you look good.
Oh, I heard. I saw the highlights, but that's
But
because that
offense is not. Well, I mean, even minus the defense, that offense was still able to put up not the 3 points because that was Garoppolo's drive, and then minus the 7 points from the fumble
turnover
recovery for a touchdown. So take 10 points off of the 33, you still put up 23 points.
Yeah.
That offense, all he has to do is get it to McCaffrey, to Debo, to Kittle, to Juszczyk, to freaking Ayuk.
Here's the thing, though,
and let everything else happen.
Who do they play next?
Next week they got the Bucks. That's a win.
All right, here's what I'm just gonna say.
I'm just gonna tell you, I watched the first half of the Monday night game. It's a win.
Who's even playing? I didn't watch anything tonight.
Tampa and New Orleans.
Okay.
It's a win.
Is Andy Dalton picking apart the Bucks?
Well, I mean, the Bucks are just kind of fumble fucking all over themselves.
Oh, all right. Well,
Tom Brady looks old.
Well, he is not as old as me, but whatever.
You're also not an NFL quarterback, but okay.
The defensive coordinators will have time to now plan against your kid who's never seen some of the coverages and schemes he's going to see.
I will say
even though he practices against,
I will say this. If you get a chance, if NFL Network replays the game, watch it. Watch how many.
I don't have the NFL Network.
You don't get NFL Network? That's
no. I'd have to pay for that.
That sucks. Well, anyways,
my friend that has the ISIS network, which is
go through the ISIS thing.
You can
see if you can
just watch anything on any network.
So the Dolphins sent everybody like a number of times, and there were several players and the head coach afterwards that said, like, this kid's got some balls. Like, he stood in there and was throwing absolute lasers through tight windows. So I'm not saying that they're going to like run the table and win the Super Bowl. I'm just saying they got a shot.
Well, here's what I'm saying. I only wanted to beat you guys in the playoffs when you were all healthy. Now we're going to have to pound you with this backup quarterback, and then you're going to get, we had a 900th draft pick in the league that started a quarterback.
262nd.
Okay.
262. I've already worked on the excuse. It's there. It's ready to go.
Good.
But right now, I'm optimistic, and I'm saying they got a chance. And every time that Bleacher Report goes off on my phone, I am going to check. Oh my goodness, the Bucks. I don't care. No, do you care if I spoil Monday Night Football for you?
Right now, no.
Okay,
I didn't record it, so now I'm stuck. I can't.
The Bucks came back and won.
Tom Brady.
17-16. Yeah, last second drive.
Fucking Brady.
Yeah, so until Aaron Judge signs, every time Bleacher Report goes off on my phone, you'll probably see me grab my phone and check.
No, that's cool. So yeah, when I saw that, Brandon, because my buddy Bill came over yesterday, my best friend, to watch the Bears game. Now, he came over late because he knew I had to sleep, and he's a Packer fan. So, he came over finally. I think he made it over here by 5 o'clock or whatever, or 4:30. So we watched the game on tape delay. I didn't know what happened. He didn't know what happened. And then, the Bears are just literally pounding the Packers for the first half. And his wife's a Bears fan, and he's got his Brett Favre jersey on, and I got my Walter Payton jersey on. And I'm not saying anything because there's still 30 minutes of football with Aaron Rodgers left to play against the Bears, and the Bears are missing 3 of their starting defensive backfield, just playing rookies back there. And the rookies were playing well until they weren't. And then, the last drive, fucking Aaron Rodgers. But whatever. So I watched that. And then, of course, I watched the Cowboy game while I was in the shop last night working. And Jason Garrett on the NBC pregame show.
Yeah.
He said they'd beat the Colts by 40, and everyone laughed at him. And then at halftime, he said, well, they still have to score 39 points, to make it. And they almost did, because it was like 56-19 when the game was over. So they poured it on at the end. But our teams are heading
scary
towards a showdown. So it's crazy because
we'll see how the Niners look the rest of the way.
Yeah. I'm hoping that for you, because, I know you love the 49ers like I love the Cowboys. And Hopefully they'll be competitive and still win. They have got a really strong defense, a great defense, and a great running game. So
I truly think this defense is up there with the 2000 Ravens and the 85 Bears.
They're not close to the 85 Bears because
Yes,
you
they
didn't
are.
see that team.
That's
telling
true.
you,
I didn't
the
see them.
Ravens weren't even
I didn't see them
on par with the 85 Bears
in real time, but
yeah, they
as I
just
said, I'm a big fan of
people.
NFL Network, and I've seen them. I'm telling you, from the defensive line to the linebacker core to the secondary, there's no spot where you go, okay, we're going to attack that. There's nothing.
Well, I was watching one of those ESPN shows, football shows, and they do laud the front seven, and they say the weakness is in the back four.
It's not,
but that's not. I'm not a football expert, but I do know.
Neither are they.
Yeah, I'm talking about players on that stupid Get Up show with Mike, whatever his name is.
It's like Kevin Orlovsky,
NFL quarterback.
He
was.
He held.
And it's Dan Orlovsky.
Dan, that's right. Sorry, the guy that was most famous for running for his life and then sprinting out of the back of the end zone.
I didn't say he was good. I said he
was
talent.
awful. He was terrible.
They won
the
a few games.
The only thing that he was good at was
Denver,
holding
right?
Peyton Manning's. No, the only thing he was good at was holding Peyton Manning's clipboard and getting him a water
bottle. He played in
bottle.
Denver.
No, he played. Who cares?
I think he signed a free agent contract for Denver.
He spent most of his career in Indy backing up Peyton Manning. Because I remember the last name Orlovsky going, that's a hilarious name. Like, he's got the greatest job in the world. He's backing up Peyton Manning. He doesn't have to do shit.
Yeah. So.
And if he were to play against this defense, he'd throw 7 interceptions by halftime.
Oh, sure he would. He would.
Yeah, but if you're gonna attack this defense, you want to take out the secondary. No, wrong. Because you can't even get the freaking pass off before the pass rush gets there.
Yeah, their defense is pretty good, but it's not on par with the 85 Bears.
It is.
And what's even crazier, the 86
better.
Bears defense was better statistically than the 85 Bears. They just destroyed everybody. I mean, no one could block them. They couldn't run against them. You couldn't pass against them. They knocked quarterbacks out. It was just ridiculous how much pain they put on people. They couldn't play that way nowadays. There's too many rules.
I did like the graphic that Fox had put up after Tua's first interception. It's like, oh, he's gone 192 pass attempts since his last interception. Very next pass was his second interception of the game. It went almost 200 pass attempts without throwing an interception, and then his next 2.
I was curious about watching that game and what happens when you sleep all day and then you don't get, West Coast games. I couldn't, as I'm watching the Bears game, your game's being played.
Yeah.
So, no. As I'm watching the Bears game, your game was over. Oh, wait, what time did your game start? Noon your time?
1 our time. So our game started at 10 for the East Coast games, and then
that's right, 11
for West Coast games.
So it was going on at the same time, but I wasn't paying attention to the scroll at the bottom of the screen because I wanted to wait till halftime or to see highlights and stuff. So then the one game break that they showed was Garoppolo going out. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, that's not good. And then Bill actually said, oh my God, Brandon's got to be freaking out. He knows you're a Niners fan.
I was keeping it together. I go, okay, it's another high ankle sprain. He's going to miss probably about 2 to 4 weeks. And then when it changed from questionable return with an ankle to out with a foot.
So did he break bones in his foot? Because I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, so he broke bones in his foot. They're still trying to figure out just how bad it is, but he's going to need surgery. So he is done. And it's already been ruled out that Trey Lance ain't coming back this year. Because that was, of course, the first question. Because he's back walking around on the sideline. Looks, it seems like he's looking pretty good.
Right.
So that was the first question they asked. So it was like, is any chance Trey's coming back this year? No.
Nope.
No. God, I wish, but no. No.
I just watched that movie. Nope. So that's their answer. Nope. So that was Jimmy's last game, I guess, in a Niners uniform.
There was a report that morning of like both sides are open to bringing him back next year. Like, don't do this to him. Don't let him go. Just let him go. Let him go
back to New England, maybe. Yeah.
I don't think they're going to give up on Mac Jones that quick.
Maybe we can go to the other place where there's a Jones that ain't doing well, New York.
Yeah.
Because that kid ain't doing well.
No,
not Daniel Jones. Who's the kid for the Jets?
Oh, the little Zach Wilson fucker.
Zach Wilson. That's
good.
He ain't
him.
doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
you
that
feel
kid
like you
Mike
let down
White,
the defense? No.
You're right.
Did he? Zero hesitation. No.
Right. No, they need to do better. Yeah.
Hey, if I'm grading him on decision making, 4. He made a decision. It was the wrong decision, but he made one.
Right. At least he made one.
Committed. He was like, no, I'm good.
That's what they tell you when you're the boss of a shift, right? If it's a good decision or a bad decision, who the fuck cares? Make a decision, and we'll deal with the ramifications later.
If it's a bad decision, your guys will probably unfuck it for you anyways.
Right. We'll get over it. So you said you need to do a short show today, so we'll just end this pre-show.
Okay, let's do that.
And then we'll roll right into the real thing. I'm going to take off my sweatshirt because it's pretty warm down here.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching on YouTube. Thanks for listening on your favorite podcast platform. And what do they do if they like us on YouTube, Brandon?
You click the thumbs up, and then you ring-a-ding the bell so that you can find out anytime that we post a video to this platform.
All right. I'll see you.
Is NPR.
I wish I could do it, but we watch Parks and Recreation. We've been watching it. I know it's
Parks
over. Yeah, but tonight we watched like the last episode of season 6. But every time she goes on that radio show, I don't know if you remember it, because I guess the show was on a long time ago. But that guy. That's it. I'm Mike Marrazzo, and today we are talking to Leslie Nope. That guy cracks me up.
And Recreation Department.
Every time.
I have that soothe.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Buttery smooth voice.
We talked like that our first episode, then it was all downhill after that.
Well, how could you tell that between the 7-second delay? Hi.
Well, because I had to edit that mess all together, so it went like seamlessly. Oh my God, a nightmare. All right. See you in a few minutes.
It's going to be like a second. You're going to click stop recording, and then we're going to go, okay, you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, in 5. And then we're going to click record again. So for those of you listening, the elapsed time from the end of this show to the start of the next show is like maybe 20 seconds. And Mike's stripping. He's starting his OnlyFans. Hashtag Marrazzo Nipple is going to be his username. So check for Mike on OnlyFans under the username Marrazzo Hairy Nipple.
Ouch. Really? I'm bringing up the OMDP. ODMP. Yeah, I said it right. Hey, wow. Okay. I think we last recorded after Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
So
it's been 2 weeks.
On the 27th we recorded.
I don't know.
Yeah, so it looks like there's only one officer that's on here, but we had
Wait, no.
One dog.
I remember this one. Snake bite. Yeah, no.
Pepper.
No dogs.
Oh, okay. So just one officer. Well, we're going to do 2 because I don't have the name of the other one, but out here we have the train system that's out here. It's called Metra.
Okay.
I don't think they're national, but the commuter train. They have their own police department, and my buddy Angel works for them, and one of his partners just committed suicide in the woods.
That sucks.
He's got a 4-year-old daughter who's going through a divorce. So we'll have 2. I don't have his name, but
that's not a line of duty death.
No, but we lost an officer.
That's not a line of duty death. That's what ODMP is, the line of duty stuff.
All right.
I feel bad for him. I feel bad for the family, but I also feel some sort of way about suicide.
No, right, of course. All right.
What's the new suicide line? Is it 611?
I'd have to Google it. I thought it was.
It's a 1-1. I can't remember if it's 6. I feel like
suicide
it's 6.
Hotline number is 988.
988. I was way off.
Well,
Samsonite.
Samsonite.
You remember that from Dumb and Dumber? Simmy,
You know,
Sammy, Swami, Slammy, maybe it's on the back. Samsonite.
No, I've only
was
seen that
way
movie
off.
once.
You've only seen that movie
I
once.
know.
I've only seen that movie like 1 million times.
I get berated by everybody for only watching it one time, but I have to watch it again.
Next thing you're going to tell me is you've only seen like Super Troopers once.
Twice. And then bits and pieces like 10 other times, you know, jump in,
Clips,
watch a little bit. Yeah.
All right, let's go. Hard cut.
Hard cut.